and welcome to this video about JavaScript promises. JavaScript promises represent the eventual completion or failure of an asynchronous operation and its resulting value. A promise is a proxy for a value not necessarily known when the promise is created. It means there might be some delay or there might not be any delay before we receive the resulting value. Promises allow asynchronous methods return values like synchronous methods. Instead of immediately returning the final value, the asynchronous method returns a promise to supply the value at some point in the future. So, promises in JavaScript are a mechanism for handling asynchronous operations. Asynchronous operations are tasks that don't necessarily complete immediately and may take some time, such as fetching data from a server, reading a file, or executing a time-consuming function. Before promises, JavaScript callback functions were used for asynchronous operations. What is a callback function? A callback function is a function passed into another function as an argument, which is then invoked inside the outer function to complete some kind of routine or action. Let's create some callback functions to see how we can deal with asynchronous tasks. We have some tasks: make coffee, get ready to work, work. Let's create 3 functions that will take in callbacks as arguments. Each of them will require some time to be completed. It works just fine, but nested functions look ugly and they are called callback hell. Callback hell is the only one of the many problems with callback functions. What if some of the functions fail to execute without errors? Then all our plan is ruined and we don't know what to do next. Another problem related to callback functions is inversion of control. We delegate control to callback function, and it might be difficult to reason about flow of program. Guess we have some function IP call. When you run this code, you'll see that start of program and end of program are logged immediately, without waiting for the API call to complete. The control is handed over to the callback function in the future. However, it might be not obvious whether IP call performs asynchronous or synchronous tasks. Another problem is that callbacks do not have a standardized way of handling errors or chaining multiple asynchronous operations. With promises, there is standardized and consistent API for handling both success and failure. Back to our tasks example, we can implement them using JavaScript promises and without disadvantages of callback functions. With JavaScript promises, handling errors is very easy. Let's reject a promise and try to catch an error. We see that promises are chainable. The then method takes up to two arguments. The first one is a callback function for fulfilled case of the promise, and the second argument is a callback function for the rejected case. Each then returns a newly generated promise object. A catch method is just a then without a slot for a successful callback function. A promise might be in one of these states: pending initial state, neither fulfilled or rejected; fulfilled, meaning that the operation was completed successfully; rejected, meaning that the operation failed. If the promise has already been fulfilled or rejected when a corresponding handler is attached, the handler will be called. So this will work. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.